As we know, the United States has been having an incredibly tough time dealing with the pandemic, causing hundreds of millions to be out of work. Businesses were forced to shut down, employees were laid off, and countless people were simply stuck at home, waiting for the okay to go back to work and make money. And the government, wanting to help businesses and employees stay afloat while we navigate the pandemic, decided to send out relief checks. Intended for those who could no longer work and didn't have the funds to get by, or for businesses who were facing financial hardships due to the pandemic, this was a temporary fix for those who really needed it. More specifically, the US Small Business Administration used the Paycheck Protection Program to help keep small businesses from going out of business and giving them a chance to keep their employees working while they're facing financial uncertainty. The loan is meant to small business owners, but people were shocked to find out companies belonging to incredibly wealthy YouTubers such as MrBeast, Jeffree Star, and Faze Clan also got relief. I'm going to tell you guys all about it right now in IO. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your host, Jared Bronstein, and today we got quite the story. I'm sure you guys will have plenty to say about this one. As always, make sure to stick around to the end of this video for some comment replies from another video. But for now, let's just, let me just get the ball right here and let's just, there it goes, let's just kick it off, alright? So as you can imagine, when people found out MrBeast, who's known for giving away extravagant items and large sums of cash, Jeffree Star, whose cosmetics company is apparently worth $100 million, and Faze Clan, which is valued at $240 million, all got loans, people were very unimpressed. Like this is how unimpressed they were. They were like, wow, I'm unimpressed right now. That's what, can't say for sure, but I think a lot of people did that.
My God.
But there's much more to it than meets the eye. Let's start with MrBeast. The guy's got around 43 million subscribers at the time of this recording, and some of his more recent videos see him buying a private island and giving it away, and spending $1 million on lottery tickets. Seems like he needs a loan if you ask me. But as I said, there's much more to it. According to Mashable, MrBeast YouTube LLC was approved for a PPP loan on April 14, 2020, and in total received $377,000. A rep from the company told Mashable that the company employs over 40 people and a lot of sponsorship deals fell through due to the pandemic. I quote them saying, multiple sponsors pulled out of projects, our advertising revenue plummeted by 70%, and we had numerous finished videos we couldn't post. We didn't have access to testing, so we also had no idea at the time when we would be able to produce new content. We felt this was the best avenue that would help us weather the storm. MrBeast's LLC is different from Jimmy's personal accounts. All charitable donations, including $150,000 to Black Lives Matter and $250,000 to Special Effect, of course, did not come from company resources. So it's not like MrBeast got the check and decided to buy a Lambo and make a video out of it. Some could argue that MrBeast could have paid his employees out of pocket until he made profits back, which I guess morally would be the right thing, but at the same time, it's business. What he's made in the past as profit shouldn't be used to help keep the company afloat if he could legally get a government's loan. Rule number one of business is never use your own money. Faze Clan was recently valued at $240 million by Forbes, making them the 4th most valuable esports company, and considering how they are backed by the likes of Offset from the Migos, Pitbull, who is Mr. Worldwide, like he's literally all over the world, and NBA players Josh Hart and Jamal Murray, I think the company would be doing pretty well financially as well. But still, they received a $1.1 million loan, and Lee Trink, who is the CEO of Faze Clan, explained, I quote, "As a growing business, we continue to expand our staff in January. We are grateful for the PPP loan because it has allowed us to retain 100% of our employees despite having to reduce our revenue projection by many millions in esports alone due to the pandemic. It has always been our intention to repay the loan in full, and we plan to as soon as it is safe to do so." But speaking with Forbes back in January, Trink also said, I quote, "I do not look at this terrible moment as an opportunity, but we are fortunate we are in the right industry for a moment like this when everyone is turning to esports and streaming, and we are positioned to be bigger on the other side of it." And to no surprise, Jeffree Star's company, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, received a loan which was approved in May, but when numerous sources such as Mashable and Business Insider reached out to his reps, they got no response. It's believed Star Cosmetics has 21 employees, but I'm not sure how much they were hurting financially prior to Morphe cutting ties with the influencer. There was also the video Tati Westbrook dropped exposing both Shane and Jeffree, but again it seems Star wasn't all that affected as his entire brand has been built on the drama he gets himself involved in. Regardless though, at the end of the day, the difference here is that all of these companies most likely could have afforded to pay their employees. It would have just meant less profits for them. Other businesses, such as independently owned restaurants or clothing shops, would have a much tougher time retaining employees and literally keeping the lights on, as they probably don't make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. That's who the loan was truly meant for, not people who were able to continue going along with business as usual. And I mean that as in, a bakery, for example, likely had to shut down. MrBeast, Jeffree Star, and the Faze Clan didn't need to stop producing content and still made money on old videos people watched. But again, it's just business. I don't think it's necessarily Faze Rug who suggested they get the loan, or MrBeast who said he wanted to get money from the government to screw people over. The YouTubers don't make these decisions. It's the people on the business side of things who saw an opportunity that would likely help their business continue growing, even during a pandemic. Again, it's not morally right, but when it comes to business, it seems, at least usually, morals go out the door. And MrBeast has done plenty to give back to people, so I get why people are even more surprised that he did this, but again, it's not him as a person, so you got to keep that in mind. Now, as always, guys, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. How do you guys feel about all this? Be sure to let me know right down there. Not too far down though, like maybe about here, because this is too low, but about here. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. For now, let's spot some comments. From the video, gender reveal party causes huge California wildfire. Sarah Roberts said, just when I thought people couldn't get any dumber. You're wrong. I don't know. I don't even really get gender reveal parties. Why not just let it be a surprise when it comes out? That's how I feel. Or you can see it in the ultrasound. What do you got to tell everybody? Let them just figure it out. You know? Crazy Bacon Source 316 said, keep the gender reveal party to cutting cake. Yeah, it's just just keep it to cutting cake. That's good. Let's leave it there. Just cake cutting, that's it. Katie Max said, I had a gender reveal celebration. We used food coloring in a water gun. I have a pink stained white dress as a keepsake now, and I love it. Well, Katie, that is beautiful. Congratulations on the little girl. And I will say, that's a very nice thing, because you could keep that, you could frame the dress. It's a keepsake, like you said. I don't know what this family's gonna keep. Maybe they could go get a burnt twig now, because they are burning down half of California, so. That's great. Also, imagine the kid. Imagine that kid's in university or he's in high school when they're learning about the huge wildfire that was started from a gender reveal, and the kid's like, oh, that was me. That was my gender reveal. Imagine that. Can't change it now. Anyways, guys, that's all for this one. I've been your host, Jared Brownstein. You guys have been watching I.O., and we'll catch you in the next one. Oh, I caught you in this one.